This is Jacqueline Price, aka Rich Sister, and I welcome you to another edition of Thoughts for Vision, inspirational topics to help get you through life. Thank God for this opportunity, and I thank all of you out there for listening today. Need any info about me, about Thoughts for Vision? One place and one place only I'd like for you to go to, and that's what I call my one-stop shop. Check out my website, www.JackieJackieAP.com. If you need any info about the Thoughts for Vision blog and radio show, social network pages, you need resume, headshot for my LinkedIn page, want to donate to Thoughts for Vision, whatever have you, that's the place to do it. My one-stop shop. Check out my website, www.JackieJackieAP.com. Check it out. Want to welcome you all here today. Hope you're having a wonderful day wherever you're at. Just going to get right into today's topic, which is God is with you through the storm. Once again, today's topic is God is with you through the storm. Okay. Now I'm trying to have issues here. Seem to be back. So once again, today's topic, God is with you through the storm. Okay? And I'm going to start off with the verses for today. Today's verses is coming from the book of Matthew, chapter 14. And I'm going to read verses 24 through 33. So, once again, coming from the book of Matthew, chapter 14, verses 24 through 33. And I am reading from the New Living Translation. Meanwhile, the disciples were in trouble far away from land, for a strong wind has risen, and they were fighting heavy waves. About 3 o'clock in the morning, Jesus came towards them walking on the water. When the disciples saw him walking on the water, they were terrified. In their fear, they cried out, "It's a ghost." But Jesus spoke to them at once. "Don't be afraid," he said. "Take courage, I am here." Then Peter called to him, "Lord, if it's really you, tell me to come to you, walking on the water." "Yes, come," Jesus said. So Peter went over to the side of the boat and walked on the water towards Jesus. But when he saw the strong wind and waves, he was terrified and began to sink. "Save me, Lord," he shouted. Jesus immediately reached out and grabbed him. "You have so little faith," Jesus said. "Why did you doubt me?" When they climbed back into the boat, the wind stopped. Then the disciples worshiped him. "You are really the Son of God." When you think about this, a simple question can pop up. Which part of the storm are you in? Which part of the storm? You know how to, I'm sure you heard the saying before. They say you are usually in one of three places. You're either going into a storm, either in the middle of the storm, or coming out of the storm. So I pose to you the question, which part of the storm are you? Now, for me right now, I see myself getting ready to go into a storm because just of a task that I got before me that, let's just face it, I've been putting off. You know how we do the procrastination thing. We put it off, put it off, put it off, and then we got to deal with it. So that's the storm that I'm about to go in, just doing a task that I've been putting off, putting off, putting off. But like I said, the rest of you may be in the midst of a storm right now, or if you're blessed, you're coming out the storm. But of course, I want to share with you right now, it doesn't matter where in the storm that you're at. It really does not matter. It doesn't matter. Because God is with you through it. Whether you're about to go in it, or you're coming out of it. It doesn't matter. God is with you. And that's simply what you have to remember. God is with you through the storm. Sorry if I'm having issues. If you're having, it seems like seem to keep having reconnection issues, but I'm gonna go through it. I'm gonna go through this. It seems like Facebook is trying to bring on the storm to me right now, but that's okay. I'm going through this because that's what He put it on my heart. Really, kind of, in some ways, continuing from last week. There may be a storm that you're going through right now. And you may see no way out. You may feel like Peter. When he asked Jesus to come out onto the water, and Jesus asked him to come. Now he started off good. He had his mind focused on Jesus. He saw Jesus out on the water. Okay. Sorry about this, y'all. It keeps freezing up on me. But he saw Jesus out on the water, and he started. Okay. Sorry about this, folks. Okay. Trying to see whether this moving it help it. Every time I get talking, they want to freeze up on me. Sorry about this, folks. But like I said, Peter started walking to Jesus on the water. He had his mind, his set focus on where Jesus was. And he was coming to Jesus, but as he saw the waves and the waters going on about him, he lost his focus. Peter lost his focus, and he began to sink. When he took his focus off Jesus, he began to sink. He called out to him, "Lord, save me." And Jesus came to him and he asked him, why did you doubt? Why did you lose faith? Have you ever experienced a time where you lost faith? Was there ever a time where you had doubt? Was there ever a time that you got distracted? I think we all had our share of that. I certainly have. But I'm here to share with you today, in the midst, God is with you. through the storm. Doesn't matter. You're either going in, you're in the midst. He's with you. He is constantly with you through the storm. Constantly with you. He is there. Sometimes it seems like things are going around us and we get the question, well, God, where are you? But the answer is, he's right there the whole time. Because we go through these storms, as we're going through these storms, it's helping us to become stronger. Because there's a time in which we're going to be tested. We have to go through. How do we build ourselves up if we're never going through a storm? You know, storms come in, tests come in because tests come in to help build us up. And that's something we just simply have to. You just got to remember that. So you got to ask yourself, are you willing to go through the storm? Are you willing to go through the storm? Are you willing to trust God in your storm? You got to be willing to trust Him. You may be like Peter, not seeing his way through the winds and the waves. But please know that Jesus is right there to help you through it. He's right there to help you through it. We can trust God. We can believe God of the storm. We can trust and believe God. Doesn't matter what storms come at us. You got to be willing to, amidst the storm, go through it. You got to be willing to go through the storm. Is there a storm right now in your life? Are you in the beginning of a storm? Are you in the midst of a storm? Are you coming out of a storm? Just know, whatever part of the storm you are in, God is with you every step of the way. He's with you. I know it seems sometimes like everything is going on around us. Stuff that we don't have any control over. You know? And that's just life. There are things that goes on that are not of our control. But in the midst of it, God is there. God is there. In the midst of it, God is there. He's there. With His hand stretched to reach to you. He's reaching for you. God is there in the midst of the storm. We don't have to worry. We don't have to fear. We don't have to doubt. God is there every step of the way. The seas, the winds, and the waves can crash all around us, but God is there with you every step of the way. Every step of the way, He's there. So whatever you're facing right now, could be a physical storm, emotional, mental, financial storm. I mean, whatever you're facing right now, it doesn't matter. God is there with you every step of the way. He can pull you through. You may run into some wind, some waves, some thunder, some lightning, some heavy clouds, some rainy days. But in the midst of it, He is there. He is with you through the storm. Because sometimes that can, we can get distracted. We can let those waves and those winds, beat upon us and get us distracted and make us feel like, asking that famous question, God, where are you? But please know, answer is He is there. He's there. And will always be there. It's not something that we really should have to ever question. But in our humanness, we do it, right? You feel beaten upon by our circumstances or in our problems and our situations. And we feel overwhelmed. But please know that God is there with you every step of the way. He's there. Like He was there for Peter. He's there. When the winds and waves started crashing around Peter, Jesus was there to pull him up out that water and lead him back to the boat. But of course, He asked him, why did you doubt? Why did you doubt? And He asks us the same thing. He's asking us the same question. Why are you doubting me? Ye of little faith. Why are you doubting me? Because that's what it takes to get through these storms is faith. Faith to believe that, God, I do believe that You're there with me. I may not see the end right now. I may not see it, all these winds, waves going on around me. I may not see the end that You're trying to bring right now, but I know that this will soon pass and that the end is near. And I know that You are, no matter what part of this storm that I'm in, that You're with me. You're with me. You are with me. See, that's something we don't ever have to question. God is with you throughout the storm. He's with you every step of the way. The winds can toss to and fro, but He is there with you. It just doesn't matter what it looks like. I know sometimes it looks like everything is just going haywire. Just haywire. But God is with you. Whether you're at the beginning, the middle, or the end of the storm, God is with you every step of the way. You don't have to fear. You don't have to doubt. Just use that faith. That's when we got to tap in to faith. Because it's according to our faith. It's according to our faith, the faith that we have. How is your faith? You know? That's why we got to constantly use the storms in our lives to build up our... Got to constantly use it. Got to build up our faith. God uses the storms in our life to do just that. To build up our faith in Him. To build up our faith in Him. Because He loves us. He loves us. And He will bring us through. The winds are going to be rough. Waves are going to be rough. But please know that God will bring you through. God will bring you through. Just always remember that. If you are going through a storm in your life, God will bring you through it. He'll bring you through. God is with you through the storm. What are the storms in your life? What are your storms? Just know, as you think of all the things that you're going through, your circumstances, your present situations, just know God is there with you. He hasn't gone anywhere. If we feel something about where, see, you really should be asking yourself, you know, where did you go? Or I can ask myself, where did I go? Because see, God doesn't leave. See, we make decisions to leave, to not connect with Him as we should, you know. We may be lacking somewhere in our life, whether it's prayer life or Bible study or attending services. You know, that may be some area in our life where we're slacking. But God does not slack. We may, but He doesn't. God is there. God is with you. So just know, whatever you're going through in life, do not fear. God is with you through the storm. And with that, that is all I have to say about the topic today. I hope what I said to you today has truly, truly, truly blessed your life. So thank you for tuning in today. Once again, I remind you, Thoughts for Vision anniversary, 7th anniversary, is coming up next month. So I welcome you to just be on the lookout for that. Just definitely thank God for all of you tuning in to the Thoughts for Vision radio show over the years. Checking out the Thoughts for Vision blog. Just really so very appreciate you all very much. Those who support Thoughts for Vision, thank you so very, very much. So appreciate you. You just don't know. You always just gotta, as I've been saying, you definitely gotta just ride through the storm and carry on and be a blessing to others. And this is definitely the way that God gave me to be a blessing to. So I definitely thank you all for your support. Those who check out the blog, check out the show, thank you so very much for your support. Okay? Just stay tuned. Thoughts for Vision 7th anniversary coming up next month. So just stay tuned for more details as they come. Okay? And once again, if you would like to be a guest on Thoughts for Vision, or if you would like to use me as a speaker, once again, you can contact me one of two ways: by email at thoughtsforvision@yahoo.com, thoughtsforvision@yahoo.com, or of course you can inbox me here on Facebook. Okay, you can contact me here on Facebook, inbox me. So those are the two ways in which contact me, okay? So once again, email thoughtsforvision@yahoo.com or inbox me on Facebook, facebook.com/richsister, okay? So please feel free to contact me one of those two, and that's how you can reach out, okay? If you want to be a guest, you want to use me as a speaker, whatever have you, that is the way in which to contact me, okay? Or if you need anything else, that's the way in which to reach me, okay? And that is going to wrap up the show for